Welcome back to Vagabond Gypsy Tarot and Oracle readings. Today we are doing our Monday reading for our people who were born on a Monday. So if you were born on a Monday, this reading is for Monday, December 26th. Monday, December 19th through the 26th. It ends on the 26th. So Monday, December 19th through the 26th. This reading is for you. If you haven't joined us here before, you need to go to your web browser, put in the day, month, and year of your birthday, and find out what day of the week you were born on. If you were born on a Monday, you're in the right spot. If you aren't, well, then you can find your reading on my site, Vagabond Gypsy, for the day of the week that you were born on. But you're welcome to stay here and watch this one as well. I'm using two decks here, the Starseed Oracle and Angels and Ancestors. So let's go ahead and find out what the energy of this week is for you. The Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. And Perspective. Okay, so I have pulled this perspective card, I think, 3 times this week for reading. So I don't know if the general energy of the collective needs to have perspective or what, but I have been shuffling these decks and I have gotten perspective 3 times. So I just wanted you to know that this reading is for the collective, so maybe it's bigger than the day of the week. But it's like everybody needs to take a look at the perspective, apparently. It says, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So, I guess that kind of makes sense because, people have ways, of thinking and a lot, everybody has their own perspective on things, and it's calling us to remember that we are part of a collective, to zoom out and come to common ground. I think that's a good message for everybody, but I'm specifically speaking to my, did I even say this reading is for my Tuesday born people? Hold on, let me just make sure I know what I'm doing here. Hold on one moment here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being flighty here. So this is for my Monday born people, Monday, December 19th through Monday, December 26th. I think I already said that, but I'm reiterating this because I lost track of what I was doing here, thinking ahead. Okay, so as I've said, I've been pulling the perspective card for 3 days so far. And so like I said, I think that the general consensus is that more than maybe more, I don't know how many more I'm going to pull, but maybe a lot of people need to have perspective. Zoom out, remember, we common ground, and none of this matters. So the arguing and the energy of the week for you, as well as many others apparently, is to remember that it's all a matter of perspective. And the Hunter card here is showing, it says, track down your fears and desires. So I just had a reading myself with a very beautiful reader, and she gave me my yearly forecast, and mine was kind of along this lines of track down your fears and desires and work with them. I am a Cancer, Sun, Pisces, Moon. So enough said there, I guess. But uh, yeah, so this card is what I'm going to be personally working on for 2023, to track down my fears and desires. And I think for your reading here, um, again, this perspective card fits in perfectly. It's saying, see what makes you tick. What are you fearful of, and why are you fearful of it? And remember that it's a matter of perspective. So, for example, if you fear confrontation, let's just say, um, because you don't like to argue with people and you just want to keep the peace. Well, this is saying, why do you feel that way? Is it because you were programmed through life to just act that way and just accept that, not say your piece? That could be, or maybe take a perspective on the situation. I mean, if you're mad at your manager at work, you wouldn't necessarily want to pick a fight. You might want to, though, still, speak your piece and say, what you might be upset about. That's okay, but remember, it's a matter of perspective. So you have to be adult-like in the situation. You can't just throw a tantrum and start acting like a child. Step back, take a perspective on the situation, and address it. But certainly, if it's going to, not everything needs to be addressed in either, if you think about it. I mean, but it's asking you, the energy is asking you to take a perspective on the situation and zoom out, take a look at the situation as a whole, and respond to it accordingly. So to me, if this resonates with you, I think that you will probably know. So the hunter in this deck is basically the Celtic god Cernunnos. Maybe I've said it wrong, but it says here he is a stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarly, the hunter helps you connect with an energy that is both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only thing that are standing between you and what you desire at the time. So that's another angle of looking at it. I just thought I'd look at the book because I kind of wanted to know who this one represented, but that's an interesting aspect of it as well, because it's like he is representing both the hunter and the hunted. So if you think about that, that's how life is. I mean, if it had to do with a work situation and your manager had to approach you about something, it was probably because they had to, and they have a job to do as well. So it's a matter of perspective. You have to remember they have a side to the story. There's two sides to the story. So I think that's what it means. I don't really see it as anything too specific. As I mean, that was pretty specific, I guess, with the manager, but it was an example that I could give. And again, with these readings, it's just a general energy that's around you, surrounding you. It's asking you to open up and have more perspective, as well as realize that in life we are the hunter and we are the hunted. So we do play both sides of the card throughout life. Um, the giver and the receiver. So there's a duality here. And also, this hunter is representation of kind of like an equal duality, I would say, like a balance. Maybe it's asking you to find a balance with common ground. Yeah, so this message is, actually it's pretty clear. I used an example just to, give you an idea of what I was thinking. But yeah, so I think that these cards are absolutely beautiful. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. And we will see you back again Monday, Moon Day, people. And sorry I got y'all mixed up at the beginning, but this is my Monday, Moon Day, people. So we will see you back again next Monday.